want to know what happened.
Was trägt uns? Verändert unsere Sicht auf die Welt?
There are no known sources of bioluminescence capable of creating a sustained glow like the ones we saw.
In all the years I've been investigating pathogens, this is the most deadly ever discovered.
You should put out a warning against having any contact whatsoever with any water.
You saw what they did. Everything is dead.
You really think I'd let something like that happen?
What about that sound? You heard anything like that before?
No.
And I'm wondering if anyone else picked up on it.
This is now a restricted area.
So it is Vibrio vulnificus?
Yes. I've spoken to labs in South Africa, Brazil, and Japan. They are going to sequence the DNA of the crabs which came ashore there.
Once I get the results, I will compare it to the DNA in the crabs that were sent from Morocco.
What are they saying about the crabs?
The color of the shell, the absence of eyes, suggest they live under the surface, near thermal vents. Except van crabs cannot survive on land, which is why they think it must be some kind of mutation.
Or it's an entirely new species. And from the reports we've been seeing, they seem to be spreading much faster
And killing people much quicker than the infected lobsters.
And they will know that I am the Lord when I stretch out my hand.
Exodus.
The plagues of Egypt.
Bravo.
Lobsters, crabs, jellyfish. A little different from the frogs and locusts and flies in the Bible.
Thankfully, no water turning to blood. Yet.
I'm impressed. The nuns did get through to you.
No, they didn't. I lost whatever faith I had by the time I graduated. But I remember the stories. The ones about the wrath of God in particular. Noah, Sodom and Gomorrah, the plagues.
The thing about plagues, whether you believe they're sent by God or not, is that they make you think. Did we bring them down on ourselves? Something to cause them? Even if you leave God out of it, I think it's a question worth asking.
Charlie, thanks for the message. Oh, sorry. How did that happen? If we were here to soften the blow, we could relive some of last year's madness. Maybe not, considering.
Maybe not. Damn it.
Considering. Anyway, hope the reason you're not answering is because you're that hot guy from the boat. Miss you. Miss you.
Thank you for your call. I'm no longer working at Hooverstadt Energy. Please feel free to direct all inquiries to Erika Skaugen at skaugen@hooverstadtenergy.com.
You'll show her.
Yes.
When?
When I find the right moment.
Rahim, it's important.
So is keeping my head attached to my shoulders. I have to go.
And this was where?
The Nankai Trough, 900 kilometers off the coast of Japan, just south of Honshu.
It's one of the areas Mifune found the worms.
Yes, it is. Thankfully, the slide was small, barely registered on the seismographs.
Sorry.
Kind of you to join us. To eat into the seabed that deeply, that quickly, the rate of reproduction of the worms and bacteria must have accelerated at an unimaginable pace. Any area where they've been found could be at risk.
All the worms found to date, they were all found on continental slopes.
As far as we know, yes.
So all near coastal areas with high population density. If any one of these collapsed, the effect to the area would be devastating.
What's your point?
My point is that the worms, they just happened to be found where they would do the most harm.
Well, I think that has more to do with where we are looking rather than anything more sinister.
Professor Lehman, there's something I need to show you.
I told her.
And?
She wants to speak to you.
Hey, do you want to leave?
It's okay, just...
Charlie, this is Dr. Johansson. He's on secondment from Trondheim University.
Hi.
Hi. Rahim mentioned that you have something that you would like to share with us?
We do, yes.
And he declined to elaborate on it without you.
It'll be better to show you.
I was looking into the night that Juno...
The other ships went down. If you would take a look at this.
Let me bring it up on the monitor.
Jess left me a message. There was a
Strange light and burst of sound before the Juno went down. If we were here to soften the blow, we could relive some of last year's madness. Maybe not. Considering... I tried to amplify these bursts by rescaling pitch and formants.
Anyway.
Hope the reason you're not answering is because of that hard guy from the band.
And now, if you take a look at the footage the ROV picked up of the Juno after it sank...
I checked the wavelength of the light and the frequency of the sound. They're identical.
Charlie, we discussed this. It's probably some sort of spike, some sort of glitch from an interrupted comm signal.
Professor Lehman, please.
There's something else. Just hear me out.
Go ahead.
A few hours before the Juno and the other two ships sank, I discovered there was a spike in water temperature.
This is from the Medop satellite?
Yes. The spike in water temperature
Tails off a couple of hours later. I think the sudden rise in water temperature could have thawed the hydrates on the seafloor, releasing methane and causing a blowout just like the Torvald zone.
Well, Charlie, the blowout on the Thorvald zone was caused by a release in methane.
From a section of the seabed that was destabilized by an infestation of Cirso metanicola.
I know that, but just take a look at this.
These are the waters around the Shetlands.
Underneath the blue mark, there's a hydrothermal vent.
Charlie, I don't understand.
The vent's supposed to be dormant.
It's not supposed to be. It is dormant.
We don't know that.
We do.
I think it's become active. And I think the hydrothermal vent near the mass of methane hydrates I found floating to the surface has become active as well. And I think I can prove it. If I can borrow the deep water AUV, I can get a camera down there just to check if it...
Charlie, enough. Even if the vent were active, the hot water it expelled would cool before it got anywhere near the surface. And there is no force on Earth, either man-made or natural, that could redirect that much water all the way from the vent to the Juno. Secure the station and get back here.
All I want to do is take a look. Two ships, one which almost went down due to sudden release of methane. The other which did. At the same time, there was a sudden rise in temperature. There has to be some connection.
I won't tell you again.
She'll calm down.
Was that your professor?
Yes.
Do you always talk to her like that?
No? You don't even know what we were talking about.
You're right, I don't.
So I don't think you're in any position to criticize the way I talk to her.
I don't need to know what you were talking about to know that you crossed the line. And sometimes it's good to listen when people are talking.
I listen.
You don't listen. You fire off your own ideas one after the other, like gunshots. All anyone can do is run for cover.
Oh, you don't understand. Everything has to be by the book with her. The way she did it, the way her professors did it. I get it, there's a right way and a wrong way to do things, but I won't close my mind to a different way of thinking just because she doesn't like it.
Charlie, like, you might be the smartest person in the room, and most of the time you probably are. But that doesn't mean the other people aren't smart too.
I don't mean it to sound like that.
I know you don't. I know.
And I'm sorry if I've ever made you feel like that.
Made me feel stupid. Never. Far too smart for that. I'm gonna head out.
Why?
You got a lot to do. You gotta pack all this stuff up. I'll come back with Iona. Help you with the last of your things. Maybe one last smack and alley for the road, eh?
Thanks.
Now, was it like you?
No, it wasn't.
No.
I'm the one who sent them out there, Sigo. All these bright young men and women.
Katerina, it wasn't your fault. Nobody could have predicted what was going to happen. It was an accident.
I know, Sigurd, I know. But I still can't help questioning myself. Wonder... if I had delayed their trip, if I had sent them working somewhere else. Charlie, Rahim, I understand what they are doing. They need to do something with their grief.
So do you.
I know.
So, tell me about Wagner.
Charlie?
Yeah.
She's like a foal kicking at its stall. You studied with her mother here at the IMB. In Gratong.
Ooh. She's Ingrid's daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's where she gets it from. But, I wouldn't be so quick to dismiss what she said.
Why are you still up?
Not because I'm waiting up for you, if that's what you're asking.
I wasn't, but thanks for letting me know.
You sound tired. I always sound tired.
Well, you know what? I've been correcting papers. And this might come as a shock to you, but apparently, Tokyo is in Vietnam.
What?
Yeah, and Lima is in Canada. And if you want to know the capital of Uganda, that's Egypt.
Was this a test?
Yeah, third grade geography.
I think they need a new teacher.
Yeah, that, and I probably need a new job. By the way, I reserved a court for us on Saturday at 10. And I was thinking that maybe we could grab lunch or a few drinks after.
Sounds good.
You okay?
Can we talk later?
I gotta finish up.
Yeah, sure. What time will you be home?
An hour. Maybe 2.
Okay. Okay. Well, if you're gonna be like that, fine. Just so you know, I will wait up for you, okay? Like, really. I'll wait up for you.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
The International Council for the Protection of the Ocean has called for an urgent meeting in Geneva, Switzerland. Hundreds of experts and delegates are expected to join the proceedings, with the 5 current member states leading the summit.
The ICPO is meeting in Geneva.
Yes, they are.
Yeah. And can you get me a meeting with them?
Can I ask why?
The infestation of worms, jellyfish, yeah? The infected
Lobsters and crabs. I just don't believe that they can be occurring entirely independent from one another. There must be some connection.
It's interesting that you say this. Through Mr. Mifune's business interests.
We came across a cetologist in Canada. He's found a new species of mussel, which is
reproducing at an unprecedented rate, causing havoc with shipping.
Can I speak to him?
Of course. I'll send him a note in and tell him to expect your call.
I have to go to Trondheim for a meeting at the university, but
I can try him on the way back. If you could just try to set something up with the ICPO.
Of course. I'm traveling to Osaka, but I will speak to them as soon as I return.
Thank you. And safe travels, Rico.
Thank you, Sigur.
Non dovrei scoprire da dottor Coletti. Quando? Quando pensavi di dirmelo? Quando sarebbe stato troppo tardi per me per aiutarti? Certo che vengo, certo. Arrivo entro la fine della settimana. Anch'io ti voglio bene.
You okay?
It was my mother. She has to have an operation.
I'm sorry.
She'll be fine.
That's good.
She never tells me what's going on. Doesn't want to bother me. But what bothers me is not being able to help.
You're going back?
Yes.
For how long?
Depends how things go. You let me know if you find anything out. And if there's anything I can do to help while I'm away, you let me know.
I will.
Okay. I'll see you before I go.
Okay. Hello?
Leonanawai?
Yes?
Hi, my name is Dr. Sigurd Johansson.
I got your details from Riku Satu. Did he mention that I might call?
Yes, you did.
Can you talk for a moment? I could always call back.
No, it's fine. That was good.
See, I don't know what Riku told you, but we've discovered a new Sirsumita Nicola in the North Atlantic.
Its behavior, its morphology are both atypical. Riku said that you discovered a species
Of mussels whose behavior was unusual.
Not just mussels. Whales.
Whales?
We found an organic substance in the muscles and the brainstem of a whale. We ran a test and found 100 common molecular compounds between them.
in a mammal and a bivalve.
I know. I can't explain either. You expect some overlap, but nothing like this.
And you think that the substance is causing the changes in behavior in both the mussels and the whale?
We ran the test twice. I can't explain it. I know it makes no sense, but...
Well, nothing does right now.
I could send you what we have so you can take a look.
Yeah, thank you. I just can't help feeling that we're in uncharted territory here.
Feels strange, doesn't it?
You in Europe, me in Canada.
Somehow we're speaking about the same thing, completely different ways.
Yeah, it does.
Forgot how lovely it is here. Everything in its place.
I didn't think you'd come.
You said it was important.
I, tried calling you at the office. You resigned.
I did. They said it would be different this time. I believed them. But people don't change, no matter how much you want them to.
I was wrong not to trust you. I was to think that you would lie to me. I could tell you why. I could try to explain myself. It doesn't make it less wrong. I'm sorry. Dina, I am so sorry. Let me get you something to drink.
Oh, I can't stay. I'm going away, Seeger.
Where?
I haven't decided yet.
For how long?
I don't know.
You going by yourself?
Yeah. I need some time.
Can you let me know when you get back?
Yeah, of course. Seeger.
Afraid that I was
No, Seeger, please.
No. Listen, I'm not gonna ask you to stay. I'm not gonna do that, I promise. I need you to know, I can't imagine a life without you. And I don't want to.
Goodbye, Seeger.
I read the notes Leon Anawak sent with the files. He hasn't been able to find any known source of bioluminescence capable of creating a sustained glow like the one that we're seeing.
What about the sound?
He's trying to find out if anyone's picked it up before. But I checked. It's almost identical to the sound we picked up when the Juno sank. Charlie thinks it's somehow connected to the sudden rise in water temperature, which caused the Juno to sink.
From the hydrothermal vent.
Yes. Yeah. The supply helicopter is making a run to the Shetlands today, so we could send a deep water AUV, get a camera down on the seabed, see if the vent's active.
Yeah, but there's a helipad at the airfield in Værnes in Trondheim. Do you think I could hitch a ride? I want to speak to Charlie.
Fine.
sir.
Charlie Wagner. All right, yeah, we come bearing gift.
The deep water.
Yeah, where do you want it?
By the shed will be fine.
All right.
Hello. Hi.
Sådär då mina herrar, då börjar vi med det viktigaste. Öl. Vilken överraskning.
Jag försökte ringa dig. Kan vi prata någonstans?
Jo, visst. Jag har en grej jag behöver göra klart i köket bara. Kan du vänta? Kanske tar 20 minuter.
Okej.
Mhm.
Have you spoken to him?
To Leon on work? Yeah, I have.
Does he have any idea what it is?
None. None. He discovered it by accident, just like you. And he's checking to see if anyone picked up the sound anywhere else in the ocean. And you need to check, find out what's going on as well. So, you can keep the deep water as long as you need it. I promised Katerina I'd have her helicopter back before night, so...
Thank you for coming. And for helping me get to the truth.
And I don't know if Katerina told you, but I knew your mother.
You did?
Yeah. Yeah, she was a couple years ahead of me at the IMB. Remarkable woman. Brilliant. Bold. Unafraid. All right. So, I better get going.
I'll come with you.
Once you get the footage from the deep water, you contact me.
I will.
All right? Take care, Charlie.
You too.
Come on, Charlie.
Professor Lehman! Professor Lehman!
Katerina, just,
There's been a slide. You need to get to high ground now. There's a tsunami forming.
Wait, hey, wait.
Sigurd, the tsunami is coming your way.
Yeah. Hey, open the door!
nothing we can do, all right? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We leave now, or we die.
Hi, this is Sigurd Johansson. Please leave your name and number, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
Okay? Come on.
Sigurd, it's me. I just wanted you to know I can't imagine a life without you either.